course.
And so, and everybody's going through the same shit. London, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, they're all fucking pissed off like I am, and they're like all sick of being lied to, and they're all hate their media, and they all feel controlled.
That's what's good about today, because before the media used to do exactly what they're doing now, but they didn't. It wasn't transparent.
Right.
Nobody knew. Right.
Well, there used to be 50 giant media companies, so there used to be more truth that could get out. But now, because of Bill Clinton and the Telecommunications Act of 1996, we went from 50 giant media companies down to 6, meaning that every TV show, every newspaper, every magazine, every radio show, it's all comes from one of the 6 companies, right? And that's why journalism sucks so much right now, because journalists used to come from blue-collar backgrounds like me, but now they know they all have to work for one of the 6 billionaire-owned companies,
right.
And so the billionaires handpick those people from Ivy League schools now, and they're all going to be class loyal. And so that's why the whole thing is, it's a great time, but also we're pitted against each other now by the media like never before, right? Like no matter what the story is, they have their minions in the press report it in a way that makes you hate your neighbor and blame your neighbor and not the guys doing it, right? Like, so the oligarchy keeps us fighting amongst each other, and that's real. That's not made up. I mean, look at how they lied about the biggest story, the Kyle Rittenhouse story, right? Now, I hated that kid because the corporate media told me he was a white supremacist who didn't live in that community. He traveled across state lines with guns to shoot 3 black people at a Black Lives Matter rally, and I hated him. And then I watched the trial, and it turns out he did live in that community. He was a lifeguard in that community. He was asked to protect a car dealership by immigrants of color because the cops wouldn't. And he didn't travel across state lines with guns, and he didn't shoot 3 black people. He shot 3 white people. And I was like,
I think he only shot 2 guys.
Maybe you're
Wasn't
right.
it?
Maybe. Well,
he killed 1.
He definitely
did he shoot 3?
And then he shot the other guy
through the arm.
Through the arm.
Yeah.
And they're all 3 criminals. That's another part they leave out. They're all
3 criminals, terrible people. This is the thing about riots, right? When riots are too much like a war, like anytime there's a gathering, protests, when people get angry and they're marching, I think that ignites in us the same feelings of war, and people start doing wild, crazy shit. They went after that dude with a skateboard and tried to hit him with a skateboard. He ran away from them before he shot him.
So he shot the first guy who was the pedophile, right? And we know that guy had threatened to.
So he shot and killed 2 men, wounded another man.
So 3.
So he killed 2 and wounded 1.
So the first guy he shot had threatened to kill him all day long, and we know that he attacked him because his fingerprints are on the gun barrel.
It even says it right there in Wikipedia. Go back.
Yeah, grab the barrel of his rifle. There it is.
But it says, look at this. Race was a major theme in the U.S. media commentary, although Rittenhouse and those he shot were